Good morning everyone. Today we're here at Africa Alive near Lowestoft. As with the Banham Zoo vlog, I'm going to take you around all the animals and show you everything that there is to do here. So just like with the front of the park in Banham Zoo, the enclosures right near the entrance look like they've all been recently done up, and that hog enclosure there was very good. And again, just like with the Penguin Cove enclosure that you'll see over at Banham Zoo, which is obviously the sister park of here, they do look like they've been recently had a lot of work done to them. Another thing as well, which I've picked up on already after only being in here for a few minutes, is that the range of animals we've got at the two parks is very different, which obviously is good if you're thinking of buying the pass where you can get into both zoos, or if you're a local and you're thinking of buying a season pass for both of them as well. It's cool how they've built the path right next to the rhino holding pens, so you can get some good views of them even before they're let out into the main savannah enclosure. They've done up the enclosures really towards the top of the park, and obviously as time moves on they're working their way to the bottom of it. The enclosures here are a lot more vast than at Banham Zoo as well, you'll notice, and obviously in most of them they've got several varieties of animals together rather than just one species in smaller enclosures. And as well, they've got no birds here either, which was one of the main parts of Banham Zoo as well, and they had the really good bird show there. So we've just been having a walk round now for nearly an hour, and I tell you something, it's more like a country park here than with animal pens as you're walking round. It's absolutely beautiful, and I think if you come in here then definitely bring a picnic with you. It's so vast and you can quite easily stop somewhere and have a relax and have a stroll. It's just a really, really nice place. Yeah, it does feel like a country park more than a zoo, and I think that's really nice. That I picked up on while walking around here is how straightforward it is to find your way around. The back section of the park is basically two big loops around, with a one-way system in place when we visited, and from what the website said when I had a quick look earlier, the COVID-19 precautions that were in place when we visited seem to still be there. Personally, I'm in favour of them keeping some restrictions in place, but whatever your views on the situation are, it's just something worth bearing in mind when you visit Africa Alive. That is, of course, assuming that it isn't that they've just not updated the website. We've been here about 2 hours now, and I think we've covered just about over half of the park. We've got a last part of the park that's right up at the back over there that we're going to go to now. But so far we're having an absolutely brilliant day. It's a really nice place, and the enclosures are just really vast, which is great for the animals, and it's great for us as well, because I mean, you've got this main enclosure here and you can literally walk the whole way around it. So no matter where the animals are really, as long as you're willing to walk, you can go and see them. But we're having a really nice day. I would highly recommend it so far. £20 well spent, really enjoying it. And the variety of animals here is also very different to that of Banham Zoo, which is really good. So I would say it's worth visiting both parks. The lemur enclosure was closed due to the current situation when we visited, but luckily there's a path that runs right along the outside of the enclosure, so you can still get a pretty decent view of them from there. We're up at the back of the park now, just going through the last few enclosures, and it looks like what they're doing with this is the same as what they're doing with the penguin enclosure over at Banham Zoo. And this is going to be a new meerkat house. I think it'll look great, and like with that, obviously you'll be able to come up and walk around it and get up closer with all the meerkats. I think it'll be really good. It'll definitely be an improvement on the one that they've got currently up there. Not that it's bad at all, but I think this will look great when it's done. It's really good to see that they're improving the park and expanding. Honestly, this zoo is never ending. I thought it was the end of it up there, and just discovered there's this little path that comes down here through the trees, and there's a load more different exhibits down here. It's brilliant. We've got some birds. They couldn't resist putting some more birds in here. Yeah, but no, there's a few of them down here. Obviously they don't really do a bird show or anything like that at this one. You want to go to Banham Zoo if you want that, but I just think it's really good how they've kept it to being all African animals. And I was wondering at the start, you know, whether they'd have enough to fill, you know, a full zoo with all of them, you know, not bringing, you know, any other animals or anything like that. But they've managed to, and it is absolutely brilliant. It really does work. And I was expecting that Banham Zoo and this would be basically the same thing, and they're not, which I'm really happy about. You know, it definitely is justifiable to buy one of those tickets that includes both two of the parks, or the season pass that includes both of them, because they certainly are different enough that you want to visit them. I would say that this is certainly the better of the two as well. I mean, as I was saying earlier, just look how nice it is just to have a stroll around here. So many open grassy spaces there as well, and yeah, it's perfect for social distancing, this place too. There's just so much space. It's really spread out, which is a nice thing. It's really nice to walk around through all the scenery and see some animals as well. That in today's video I've given you a good idea on what you can expect from when you visit Africa Alive in Kessingland, Suffolk. I've featured all of the main bits of the park that you should check out when you visit, such as the big and open savannah enclosures, lakeside walkway and the lion viewpoint. With a high variety of animals, great location, very friendly staff, reasonably priced food and a good ticket fee, I'd recommend that you take the time to visit Africa Alive. A destination park that you should travel hours for to visit? Of course not, but it's absolutely worth your time if you're in the East Anglia area. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and if you liked the video, then please like it. Be sure to check out my blog, where a review will be on there soon, and shop, where you can get 10% off with the code TPJ350. For theme park pictures, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links to those are in the description. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Bye now.